Yeah, everyone, Miacidae here. Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. So today the plan is to go and have some fun in the Weald. I kind of wanted to get the Oriental Brush for the Phantasma, despite the fact that I don't believe I have a Phantasma yet in my roster. So, it's kind of hinging a bit on the fact that this is going to be a good trinket, but it's plus 12% scouting, and scouting is very powerful in this game. Not sure what Blazing Protection does, but it says can't gain Blazing Protection. However, on melee attack, which if I recall correctly when I downloaded her, she has a lot of melee attacks, plus 10% damage and 7 dodge, which I'll trade some protection for dodge if that's technically what it is. So we're going to be going into the Weald with the bleeding team. Now there's a little bit of wonkiness with this bleeding team, mainly the Thrall. For those of you who don't know what the Thrall is, he is a very, very powerful character, on par if not better than the Leper. That being said, he is a crazy man. When he gets afflicted, he only has a affliction, by the way, he has no virtues. He is actually potentially more dangerous than enemies to my party. So that's why I have both the Jester, who's going to have Battle Ballad, so I have both plus accuracy to up his accuracy so that he is able to hit, on top of the fact that I have an accuracy stone. Because, 75 accuracy base, so between those he'll have an 85 after turn 1. Those will both go off by the time he has a turn, and he'll have an average accuracy by the time I'm done. But yeah, so between that, the crit, and the inspiring tune on top of the Lamia, I'm hoping to keep his stress in check. If not, things can go downhill very quickly. The Thrall has been reworked a little bit, but his main attack, on top of the Jester, can bleed. All of his other attacks no longer do bleed. However, I will be having Menace on him, so he does his riposte. However, since I'm doing bleed to a lot of enemies, I'm bringing the Forlorn, who is going to have a lot of damage while having other stuff. So we'll see how all this works, particularly damage versus bleeding. So all of this could get very interesting. I have a lot of potential for damage to anything in here. If anything happens to Mark, Bleed, Blight, or anything to the Forlorn, he gets extra damage. I was going to throw the Buffanata on the Thrall, but I wanted to see how the Tormentor's Helmet worked on him, and I really needed some sort of accuracy on the Thrall, because I wasn't quite sure that just Battle Ballad was going to cut it. So that's why I made that decision.
I knew all these paths once. Now they are as twisted as my own ambitions.
Look how chunky he is. Alright. Let's see how this works. Unfortunately, the Nymph is in the back. He's going to be a little hard to get. But we're going to need to open every fight with Battle Ballad, just because of accuracy reasons. This would have been a case to have Entangle, I suppose. We'll do Bloody Cross. Allure, we need the Nymph up front. And then... not sure how Brutality works yet, but I'm going to do Menace. That way the Fungal Scratcher comes at us, or the Thrall in particular. Really. And now that everything is screwed. I think he also gets stressed out every time he's attacked, so bear that in mind. Things are gonna get screwed very quickly. But he has a higher crit, so he has the potential of de-stressing himself every time he's hit. We're gonna need to heal more than we're gonna need to de-stress right now. So I do more damage to anything that's bleeding and buff myself. Or plus damage. Let's take out the Nymph so I don't get more things coming in.
A faint hope blossoms.
Then we're gonna maim the Stag, which should now go down to bleed. And the Scratcher is gonna go down to bleed. Or this, rather.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
That's a heal to yourself, so get back in place.
Great is the
Darn,
weapon.
couldn't heal him again.
Its own.
However,
If only treasure
the Blazing Lord.
the flow of
Transformation
otherworldly
disabled.
corruption.
But plus 50% damage versus marked, that might be fun. Different way of using her. Not necessarily fire attacks. Alright, so let's bleed these two, or not. Let's heal up. I'm gonna... That's some... I really should have done the plus accuracy. I forgot about their dodge. Though I have a decent chance of hitting them, yeah. There we go.
Fiend.
One went splat. Oh, now he's marked. Yeah, we're gonna need to de-stress him. Bite 2 and he's at 55 stress.
A singular strike.
And that's why you take him out quickly. 2 for 2 there, bud.
Back to the pit.
Wonder if that's only a chance to summon another one.
Another one.
There we go.
falls.
Then he should bleed out.
Death by inches.
Journal of Darius, Highwayman 2 of 6. So once again, feel free to pause this if you need it. I've read this a lot on my other estates. I don't feel like reading it again.
Ornaments. Neatly ordered. Lovingly admired.
So we're gonna go to this left branch first, bypassing that little guy. Rabbit holes are a nice little touch. I think this is from the Creeping Mist once again, so no, your curio doesn't work. However, shovel. Poor little bunnies, now they don't have a home. But I got gems. That's a trap one. Alright. And it is worth noting, because I don't think I've said this in the times I've gone to the Weald. However, the Creeping Mist has reworked the Banshee. That's what it is. So you do need to interact with her curio with a shovel now. If you don't do that, you will actually get like a blight or something like that. Don't quote me on the blight, I don't quite remember that part. But it no longer summons the Banshee by just interacting with it. You do need the shovel to summon her.
Fusion. Nerves.
As long as you have the Creeping Mist. Kind of like Nerub needed the key. Well, that was unfortunate. But 2 of them do go down to Blight. Just because of the insane dodge over there. Let's cure the Blight. Hey, bear.
The slow death.
Have a nice nap, honey.
Foreseen.
Getting out of the sun.
Forgiving.
You can heal yourself. And then let's take out the Weber so it doesn't stun us again.
Impunity.
And then I really would like to see what Brutality does. It's just an extra hit wherever I need it, but then I get minus 30% damage. Okay. I need to keep on top of that. I'm not having him get afflicted. Do I get a parasite? Survey says...
Press
a parasite.
Give them no quarter.
I will take the gold over the
Clearly in
citrines.
view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
We are going to trade the one torch for the deeds.
The match is struck. A blazing
Oh,
star
nice
is
scout.
born.
It's explored 90% of rooms, so I'm going to keep going. I'm going to leave that stuff for now. 80% disarm on Saramenti. I think I named everyone here, right? Yeah, okay. And we're just going to keep going this way. A lot of these little guys. It really wants me to go to that courtyard. I really don't want to. Alright, now we'll stick with this and just try to lead the stag. Well, now he's marked. Alright, get his stress down. I know it's not much. Let's get this stag. That way it's bleeding. I'm going to maim the brawler. Cure the bleeding. Probably should have done menace for the attack back, but that's fine. We harvest, we hit both of them. Better chance to bleed this guy. I bloody cross, I take him out. And more bleed on the stag.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
And then we'll just go all in on him. And it bleeds out. Do what I can until it's turn.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
Yay, 6 deeds. Hey, shifting mists.
Herself,
Probably should start saving my
malformed.
torches for those, because I don't got many left. There's a whole section up there. Alright, 90% chance to hit. We're going for it. Lead on 1. I thought I clicked the Arietta, but he still needed a heal, so it's fine. I think what I'm gonna do is actually menace here.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Actually, no. If they're that slow. He can take this one out. Or not. I know I'm not technically using the Lamia the best here, but he does keep everything kind of in check. Can take out the Ecto.
Another abomination.
Just this one left. As long as it doesn't cyto, we're fine. Two 80s in a row, really. I mean, I know it's not 100%, but that's missing two 4 out of 5s. Cheeky. There we go. And then we can interact with this thing. Because they're not going to give us loot.
That overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Field Explorer. So, since there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rooms left, 2 of which are empty, there's only 1 battle right there. I'm going to firewood.
Gathered close.
I would very much like to feast for this dress.
Uneasy companionship.
As stupid as that probably is. I'm gonna horrible night just to de-stress other people. Then we're gonna Hunter's Pride. Actually, no, not yet. We're gonna Tiger's Eye him. Every rose has its thorn, because I don't think I have a way of nighttime ambushing. No one has a disease. Oh, but I can stalk prey. That's probably the better idea here. That way, we're not ambushed. They have a better chance of being ambushed if I don't do the scout.
The light.
All right.
The promise of safety.
Bypassing all these guys. I'm not going to do Crimson Courtyard stuff. Just because I don't want the curse build up. I see you. On the flip side, it would be a lot of extra money and stuff like that. Here's another journal. Blackest of Fates 1 to 5 if you need it. Go ahead and pause. I was talking about swine folk in the Weald. 25 whole gold. That makes me feel special. Yeah, I get to use a shovel. Don't have anything for this, I'm gonna bypass it. This should give me more food, thankfully. Saving the rest of the torches. Well, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, well, depending upon what I scout, if I scout, I'll get to use this one. Yikes. So infected nymph can call extras, ectoplasm can call extras, or like summon extras. Shriekling I think can, and also has the parasite. The only thing that I don't care as much about is the fungal scratcher. Let's see what I can take out like first though. What I can set up for the fight. I'm guessing I want a menace first on you. Let's get rid of the blight because it just happened to pop up. Yeah, get rid of Nymph. Menace because I can. That'll get attacks going at him, he'll attack back. I know it does stress him out, but that's fine. That'll get some damage on the Scratcher for when I'm ready to deal with him. Just trying to keep that in check. Harvest these two, get them bleeding. Or just, you know, damage on them. Shriekling goes down on next turn. We'll figure out if that's what I needed. I can't hit the ectoplasm with Lamia, so Lamia, however you want to pronounce it. And that was the wrong move for you. So, I think what's the better idea is to heal with Gorgon, de-stress with Saramenti here. And he's better off for all of it. And we'll see if there's a parasite. There is a parasite. Heal thyself. Hunter Strike. Oh, we got the Cicada shell. Very rare that I think you can only get from the Cicadas if they're in the fight. Plus 20 protection, plus 20% healing received, but minus 30% bleed and blight resistance. I also got a little bit of food, so I have 48 food for what's left up here. Do this. And then... Do I want the gold? Oh, I have a little bit of space there. I can leave the rest. And don't mind the cat's mews if you can hear it. I don't know what she wants. She's just upset in her window. Once again, a lot more food. And more money. We're gonna leave all that, I suppose. Sycophants. This actually could get really, really bad if all of them do maddening wine on Flamma. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Okay. So we do need to do a little bit of recovery here. Not much, but it's something. He can obliterate something, and that'll help him out.
Eradicated.
He still has the potential of going crazy on his turn. Whew. I would do Inspiring Tune for the crit, but at this point that's going to help more. Oh no. Well, at least one is down. Alright. I don't think that's a stress. I don't think that's a stress. That's the best thing you could have done. Racket. Racket. Ooh.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Alright, well. Let's see what I get here.
A handsome reward for a task well
Pleasantly surprised. Actually, might need those. Might need that. Screw it. Probably a mistake, and that's going to be a fog wall now.
spirits
But
are lifted.
I'll live with my
Purpose
mistake.
is made clear.
No, pleasantly surprised. Hunger check. Can do 2 more. Next one.
Packs laden with loot. Low on supplies.
Not sure how long this actually lasts. 4 rounds. Okay. Screw it. I think I can get out of the next one anyway. next room, that is. And there's nothing there other than a blockage. Alright, cool. Actually went a little bit better than I thought.
Charted route reduces the isolation of our troubled estate.
I actually thought Thrall was gonna go insane on me. Afflicted. He usually does. I mean, that was a little bit better of a test run than I thought. I thought that the Lamia and the Jester healed a little bit more stress, but that just might be because they were level 0s and level 1s. So their skills might get better with time or with trinkets. We did get the Oriental Brush, which I had mentioned. We got 12,000 gold. We got more heirlooms, all of which are needed for the estate yet. Unfortunate about the Crimson Curse. I really do need to deal with that soon. Fairweather Fighter, which, depending upon how I use Gorgon, can be good. Sunward Tactician and Haphazardous on Trevor. Vangophobia on the Thrall Flamma. Got this one again. Pretty sure I've had this a few times now for the Duchess. First things first, Cloister there. By sort by stress, I don't... Oh, she definitely needs that. We do not have a Silent. I know that for a fact, and Silents are really fun, so that's an additional debuffing / blight character that's on the estate now. Alright, so the Wizened Tag is now available. The Ornate Kimono, if I wanted to grab that. I did kind of want to go to the Warpstone Mines, but is there anything else available right now that looks very good? No, not really. So for now, let's go to the Warpstone Mines. I want to get more of the Warpstone. I believe I can do that, like get a facility running that constantly gives it to me, but I need both busts and a blueprint, so that might be a thing to save for. So who do I want to take into this? Probably money, yeah, if I ultimately need to get people upgraded. So that would be either Flotsam and a fire team, or Diggs. So a little bit of a weird thing to go and do this one with. But we're going to be going back into the Warpstone Mines, hopefully leveling it up to get the next boss available. I'm also going in with a party that can potentially get me another good load of money, I'm hoping is kind of the plan here. Spirit here is going to give us extra gold on kill with the Gathering Swarm. Also going to throw another trinket on him once I kind of figure out what I want on him. Yugi is going to be, Yugi, because she can mark herself is a big thing kind of here. I did throw the Buffonata on her, so she does have plus 30% damage. She also then has the Book of Rage. Depending upon how much health she has, she's going to be receiving more damage. I have the Lamia with the same setup we had earlier in the episode. And then I kind of have Diggs just set up to scout, but she also is going to have Promising Prospects, so at the end of combat, chance to get a gem. So we're going to be getting a lot of gems. We'll see. She's also going to be stunning and using Minecart Crash this time around. I'm kind of interested to see how that works out. Alright, let's get to this. I might also be running into the Talon again just because I have marked by the flock, but we'll see. I do plan on getting Plutomania off of Gorgon, like after this. We'll see. Just have a few other people in the sanitarium, so just didn't know who else to kind of bring this time around. It's because she has the most scouting right now. Gonna come back for that. Probably shouldn't because of the Plutomania, but that's fine. Yeah, we're just gonna interact with this because of the Plutomania. I don't want to lose stuff. I don't think that she'll steal it like Klepto, but alright, to the left, where we'll have our first fight, and it's a rat ogre. That's one beefy boy. And they all went first because their speeds. I can't believe he has 10 speed for someone that bulky. We are going to do now the advance here. Let's try to stun one of the wolf rats. Then try to pull you. Guess we still got the debuff, but that's fine. Nail strike, taking out the one that's not stunned. Also probably getting me a little bit of gold in the process. Promise and prospect. Do you. Hopefully we get gems. Now that we're marked, let's obliterate. And heal yourself, I suppose. Take out rats.
Surges as the enemy
Thrall rats, what am I saying? Thought I could only use this once combat, but you know, if I can do it multiple times and get the debuff multiple times, I'm gonna do it.
The abyss returns even the
Let's
boldest.
stun him now. You know, she towers over everyone here. It's kind of funny. Let's clear horror. And get rid of you. Sparkler sip won't do enough.
As the fiend falls, a faint
Interested to see how much that actually gets me. Plus damage versus size 2, so let's try it out. Shoulder check him.
the greater.
I mean, we got 1 gem out of that and decent pile of gold. Also the rocket sensor. Not gonna complain about that at all. I think I have to interact with you. I'm gonna go down, get these 2 curios, then head back up and circle around. That's what we don't want to have happen.
A handsome reward.
Alright, well, 2 deeds is 2 deeds. Still believe I need them. Everything's been looted, it seems. Really tempted to actually just go torchless in here. Alright, let's stun one. Try to. Now she's marked. She does more damage. If I do advance, there's a chance of taking out this rogue that has an action yet, and we didn't. Don't need to heal anyone, so let's try this out, because plus crits received. And then more gems, because I'm greedy like that.
Give them no
We don't have many yet. And kerpow.
eradicated.
Probably should have gotten rid of the bleeding, but eh. Forgot she had a riposte on her. I'm being totally honest, and that'll probably take out this rogue. The one time I mention it.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Just backhand them. Alright, get rid of that. Almost a full heal, too.
Grievous
Man, that chunked out spirit.
palpable fear.
Alright, let's finish up the fight. One down.
Singular strike.
They're bleeding. You're going to obliterate the rogue in the back. And then Sparkler Sip. Play with some TNT.
Be wary.
Unfortunate that these don't stack higher. However, we did get 3 Jades. And those don't stack like they should have, so there we go. Just because I can. Alright, here's some rat people looking ones. Let's go at these strikers because they can stun us.
Destroyed.
Then I can stun these two. Or at least try to. It wasn't the greatest chance. And let's try to stun again. At least it marked her. Heal up spirit. He's got a lot of dodge still. I love it.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
Hear that bleed? Cyclone these two. Oh. Maybe I can stun? Not the one I needed to. Let's have some fun.
Festering fear.
Blight, you two.
The mind.
And Kanpai. And maybe I can get the striker. I didn't know he would talk.
Obliterated.
Now when that one goes down, hopefully, I get a gem.
No death. Unforeseen.
Nope.
Unforgiving.
Haven't gone through enough to start tossing for money. Unless I camp really early for buffs. Be like... yeah, damage, scouting chance? It might be worth because of scouting chances.
Huddled together. Furtive and
So
vulnerable.
stalk prey.
Rats in a maze.
Scout chance. Scout chance. And I have 7 left, so let's do warm up. Because that would be a lot of accuracy on her, and then that would give me 4, so I could do hone blade and quick focus. Yeah. Guns, check these.
Secrets and wonders can be found.
And I knew this would be a thing, but, you know, 100% is 100%. So, upgrade chance on you. Let's, try to obliterate him.
decimated.
I think we did. No more warp fire thrower. Is it like cracked right there? I never noticed that. Alright. I didn't think the vessel talked. Interesting. I guess it's a thing because of the quirk, and the quirk just makes people say those lines.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
And then let's get the one that yeah, we can probably get the one that has a turn.
Another one falls.
And Das Bonk.
Back to the pit.
Sort of scrap.
Seize this
Definitely
momentum.
taking those gems. I definitely want the money, and we'll take the bust because I didn't like 10 more of them for the district I was looking at. And continuing down. Default party order. Maybe that is the default order. Okay. I thought the vessel was behind. Money. Burn the torch.
In Radiance,
Journal page if you need it. Go ahead and pause it. Can't remember how many times these have popped up, and I'm pretty sure this one has popped up in this estate. Dig through the trash. Who's gonna be good with traps? Gem Hunter? Gem Hunter. I mean, she had the survival guide, but beyond that, I didn't think she had anything that upped her chances.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles.
Alright. Blood-soaked
Paid for in
blood-soaked pages torn from a journal, page 5 of 6. Once again, this one has popped up on this estate. I know this one for a fact. Through the fleshy slits. I've mentioned this recently in the past week or two. But pause it if you need it. Thought this would be one I needed a key on for some reason. We're probably not stunning them. That's a 50-50. However, let's just do Kanpai, just for the crit. Or not the crit, the riposte. Up crit rate on them. And this does more damage. They're not marked, so I would have a 10% chance to do that. Oh. Well, now I have a 40? Yeah, we'll take it. It's on 2 of them. I want to do minecart, so it's worth getting in the back. No one's going for the marked.
Assault cannot be left unanswered.
Alright, obliterate. I'd say that obliterated. That face while she backhanded him. That made that scene. Alright. Heal. And fun times are gonna ensue. Minecart crash. Such a fun little thing. Mountain breaker.
A decisive pummeling.
Take what I can.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it?
Yeah, I'll leave
merely
the gold
a
for
trick
now.
of the light.
Of course it's trapped. Why wouldn't it be trapped? Don't you trap all your chests? I sure do. That's why people hate me in D&D.
awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
I mean, unless it's a mimic. Or a trapped mimic. Alright, use that food, take the emerald. I'm not sure I can hold more emeralds in these stacks, if I'm being totally honest. Blood-soaked pages torn from a journal, 4 of 6. Pause it if you need it. I'm getting to the point where I'm really heavily thinking about getting rid of some of this stuff. Yeah, let's obliterate. Get rid of one right off the bat.
Cleansed from our lands.
Armor pierce you. Oh, we missed. And we can prospect the halberdier because it's gonna go down. Now here's the thing. I know there's a secret room over there and I'm going there regardless. I'm not entirely sure I have all the heads. I'm pretty sure I'm missing at least Dismas's head, but it hasn't been giving them to me recently. I'm not sure how many of them I'm missing on this file for what I have installed.
Executed with impunity.
It'd be nice to know that somehow. Oh, this one. I'm not sure for how much they sell,
And
but
driven into the mud.
do I get rid of supplies for it? Because I know it sells for a pretty penny.
The light, the promise of safety.
So let's go this way. Secret door. And a few rooms, and then we can finish off going that way. So I'll leave this stuff for now. Well, actually, no I won't, because Miss Plutomania, and I want to actually interact with the gem hunter that I didn't interact with. Oh, this is not what I thought it was. Okay. Well, let's piss off a sack rat.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
So there's that. I'm gonna keep the rock cut sensor. I think that was just for the alchemy tables, but I might also just need anti-venom for those. I honestly cannot remember. And I think if I interact with the shovel once again, I get a healing item. I think I bit myself in the butt saying that a few episodes ago, though. Owners have returned. Fun. Let's pull you forward so I can hit you. And you won't be guarded. Take you out with this, if I can. Obliterate. And this might stun. Which he'll eat regardless, but... Alright, let's see how this goes. You know, I didn't find a single thing to get Black Hunger. That's unfortunate. I would have liked Black Hunger on Spirit or Yugi. There we go, that got me where I wanted. Probably didn't do as much damage, but eh, oh well. And minecart? Could very well take him out. Shoulder check. I love Mountain Breaker. Alright,
These nightmarish creatures can be
we'll
felled.
leave those.
They can be beaten.
I like my piles of money. It makes me feel good. And that's kind of what I'm here more for. Alright, Poison Wind and Warfire Thrower need to go. Would have preferred him being stunned, but the Clan Rat Striker being stunned is also good. There we go. Also marks are doing more damage. Nail Strike. Can't hit who I want, but them being stunned is good. So if I hit the Clan Rat Halberdier, they can't do as much damage to the back. And then lure you. Now you'll hit the front, hopefully. I think that's how it works. If he's in these rows, he hits the front. If he's in these rows, he hits the back. I know he has a thing to hit every single row. I just can't remember where he uses that. Unless that was reworked. That was like a frightening move he has. And now I can just hit him. So we're gonna do that. Cure Blight. Too bad I can't cure Stun. Just to up the stun chance. And minecart. One down. Stumbled. Stunned. Oh man, that was good. And then we will Crippling Lunge.
The ground quakes.
Just get where I kind of need to go. Heal thyself. And I think we can Mountain Breaker. We can Mountain Breaker. More money.
A trifling
Probably more
victory,
problems.
but a victory nonetheless.
But more money. Actually, we'll do that. There's a whole nother wing to explore. Probably should have done that with digs too, but eh, whatever. Not finding many of these apples. I think last time I did this, I found like 3 or 4 of them. This time I have found 1. Oh, that's what I needed. The right. Spasms of the entrails. Don't do that, folks. Hey, enemies. Let's disarm that. And let's ignore that. I think I needed holy water for that one. Or maybe it was one of the other things I dumped. Oh, great. I had all of the stuff I needed to go in here and have successful interactions with everything I've run into so far. I've just gotten rid of them. I just want to point that out. And yet here I am with the anti-venom that is doing like nothing for me. So go ahead and read this one if you want. Blackest of Fate, 4 or 5. And that is the last room because this one is empty. Only one curio that was unused, actually. The rest were used somewhat. So despite that could have going better, we still got 22,000 gold. We still got 2 portraits. Stylish tailcoat for the air, which is plus 20% dodge, not 20 dodge, but 20%. Plus 10% stress and minus 4 speed. 4 deeds and 2 busts. So not much on the heirlooms, but considerable amount of money, all things considered. Not as good as some of my other runs. Diggs also got the creeping cough, so 2 diseases on her. Pyromania on Gorgon, so she will be going to treatment facilities. And Yugi got scientific, so minus torch burn rate.
There is
Alright, let's...
horror beneath the manor. A crawling chaos that must be destroyed.
That's neat. Calm on Holo there, so... Actually, that's a bad quirk, isn't it? Minus 15% damage on the first round, just from doing that. Everything else seems to have gone somewhat well. So Sanitarium here. Diggs in the medical ward. We're gonna get rid of Creeping Cough first, I think. Then we'll get rid of Spasms of the Entrails if that's needed. I have enough buffs for what I need, I just don't have the blueprint, so I feel actually fine
Experimental
doing this, knocking it down a little bit.
Sharpened sword cannot.
So there's a chance of curing both, or better chance. There always was a chance, I think. Gorgon. Let's do this. So that reduces quirk treatment cost.
The front line of this
Does
war
Plutomania,
is not in the
or
dungeon,
let's get rid of Hylomania first, so that doesn't lock in.
inside the mind.
Then we'll get rid of Plutomania. Over here, I believe I have all of them, so this is fine. With the deeds, was there anything else I actually needed the deeds for? Blacksmith, so I'm gonna hold off on that just because furnace. Upgrading the furnace is a big deal,
The metal.
just so
We
I can
are
get
raising
things
an
cheaper.
army.
Because this was like 650 before, now it's gone down by another 125 gold, and if I have this many heroes to upgrade everything on, let me find a better example here. This was like 1400, no, this has gone down by 300 gold now, per character, per, equipment. So that's pretty significant. And then, yeah, so the Famished Storm Fiend is available for a fight. The Panacea additive that is one of my favorite trinkets for Vigo is there, which turns him into a healer. Implode adds 8 healed, Subversion adds 4 heal, TikTok adds 1 heal. So as you can see, Subversion, this is like uses per battle 1, buffs party. TikTok reaction, cooldown 2 rounds. Implode uses per battle 1. He can use this, like some of these are free actions and stuff like that. So I will be doing this next time. I'm not sure with who, I'm not sure how I'm going to be doing it, but this is what I will be doing, just because I find that to be a very, very good trinket. So that's the plan, we're going to stick to it, and that'll be it for this time. So it really helps out the channel if you like the video. If you like it, dislike it. If you dislike it, comment, subscribe, and all that YouTube jazz. And otherwise, as always, I wish you all well. I will see you next time, and please, have a good one.